Oh, hey guys! Welcome to my new top 10 list, the top 10 Mario Kart Wii tracks. Now there's something I need to tell you. See, back when I started this channel over a year ago, I used to emulate the games I played, which was why I was able to get decent quality videos because I used a hypercam. But since I didn't even own an N64 back then. But since I now have an N64 of my own, and since some of the people I look up to say that they don't support emulation, for example Ego Raptor, then I decided to stop emulating. Now this brings on a couple issues. First off, I don't own any sort of video recording device, so I'm forced to use my low quality camera. Now this is fine when a game is played on a TV like this. Unfortunately, this beast is what our Wii is currently hooked up to. Now don't get me wrong, I love this TV. My family's had it as long as I can remember. But see, the problem is that when you try and record it, you get results like this. Anyway, I'm sure most of you are wondering why I don't just move the Wii to the other TV. Well, here's why. Yeah, I don't really want to mess with that right now. So I'm gonna just have to borrow some footage off of YouTube. So, I'd like to thank the following users for the footage that I'm going to use in the video. Alright, this is my top 10 Mario Kart Wii tracks. So, let's get this list underway.
Whoa, what about me?
Oh, yeah. This is Cow. Now I've owned him for quite a while, and he asked me if he could be on the show every now and then.
Yep, I'm his partner in crime.
Can we get on with this list?
Oops, sure.
Yeah, so this is my top 10 Mario Kart Wii tracks. Alright, so like my other top 10s, I have one quick rule to go over. This list will only be made up of tracks that made their debut in Mario Kart Wii. So that means no DS, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, N64, or SNES remakes.
Why?
Well, because it just makes sense that the tracks all came from the same time. None of them would have that nostalgic advantage.
Oh.
Okay, now let's get this list started. DK Summit. I love this track. It's so fun to slide around on the snowy mountain, listening to KK Slider singing to you. The only reason that it's so low on the list is mainly because it kind of breaks the rules. I really love this track, but it reminds me too much of the GameCube's DK Mountain. I mean, it copies more than any other track in the game. Other than that, I would have put it a lot higher on the list.
Next we have Rainbow...
What are you doing?
I thought we were doing like an every other sort of thing.
Fine.
Awesome! Next up we have the classic Rainbow Road. Max, did you actually write this?
Just keep going.
Next we have Rainbow Road. Now Rainbow Road has always been a classic track in the entire Mario Kart series. Unfortunately, not as much on this game. It may not have the classicness of the SNES version, the beauty of the N64 version, or the enjoyable difficulty of the GameCube version. But at least it has the same concept of the series. Sure, it's not the best in the series, but at least it can still be somewhat fun to ride on.
The beautiful scenery, the lovely evening sky, and the fact that you feel like you're driving on an actual street are what I believe makes this track so nice. I've always enjoyed these types of tracks because of how real they feel. Not to be confused with the Mario and Luigi circuits where it still looks like an actual road. With these, you get the feeling that you're actually riding on a road meant for transportation. That is why these types of tracks have always been a favorite of mine. I'm talking to you, Toad's Turnpike Extra Mode.
Oh, Koopa Cape, how awesome you are. But what is it that makes you so awesome? Could it be the use of 8-bit sound effects? Or maybe it was driving down that raging river. Maybe it was the way the music changed when you go underwater. Whatever the reason, Koopa Cape has something about it that makes it just so awesome.
Falling traps, angry flames, chunks of molten rock falling from the sky. You better watch where you're going on this suspenseful track. Over half of the track has railingless edges that lead to burning lava below. Like I mentioned before, you always have to keep watch, both above and below you. Above for projectiles launched at you by the volcano, and below to keep an eye out for the deteriorating track. Grumble Volcano has always brought much fun with its intense matches, and I've always loved every minute of it.
Mario Kart Wii!